Welcome back to World History. So, one of the things that's happening this year is that the eighth hour period is missing the first day of school due to a class meeting. So, I figured I would make a video of myself going over the AP World History syllabus so that you'd have some recollection of what happened in class on the first day. Once again, my name is Mr. Langle. I teach sophomores. My email is listed there on the page right here, and my office hours, which are times that I'm available just for students to come in for help, would be Monday through Friday, 7:10 to 7:30. I am also available after school in the first semester. The second semester I coach track, but in the first semester I am available after school as well. So those are times that I have set aside just for students to come on in, get any help that they might need. My classroom, if you have trouble finding it on the first or second day, is the new building that's called the BAC building, and it's room 210. I want to talk a little bit about the course overview. This is something that I would go over in class together with my students. Basically, I'm going to read this to you so you have a good understanding of what's going on. AP World History Modern is what the name of this course is. It's an introductory college level modern world history course. Students cultivate their understanding of world history from circa, which means about 1200 CE, which means after the birth of Jesus, to the present through analyzing historical sources and learning to make connections and craft historical arguments as they explore concepts like humans and the environment, cultural developments and interactions, governance, economic systems, social interactions and organization, technology and innovation as well. An introduction to historical reading, writing, and research are also central learning components. I'm going to let you read the course objectives on your own. These are like the big picture ideas of the course. So I'm sure you're probably wondering as a student, so how am I going to be graded and what are some of the things that I'm going to be doing? I have a list here of assessments. Each 9 week marking period will be based on points. So there'll be a total of about 535 points. So some of those might uh, be adjusted as we go. We're going to do outlines, which we'll learn how to do as we go. Review sheet assessments. We'll have a chapter quiz for every chapter that we cover. We'll take AP practice tests to get us ready for that AP exam at the end of the year. We do have a grade for behavior and participation. And then there's also a project that we do every marking period, and it's 30 points, and it's called the Civilization Project, where you build a civilization from the ground up. There will be both a midterm and a final exam on top of taking the AP exam. So there's a lot of assessment in the course. The grading scale, I figured I would talk about that next. Grades will be determined based on what's called a criterion reference scale. Assessments will not be graded on a curve. That's what that means. That's norm reference. So my class is based out of points, out of total points. And we're going to follow the St. Mary's Preparatory grading scale, which could be found in the student handbook. Pretty basic grading scale. Classroom policy. Of course, this course will adhere to the rules and regulations set by the St. Mary's Prep student handbook. Required materials. Every day you need these. You need a class notebook. I would suggest a 5 subject notebook. We're going to go through a lot of notes. You need a folder just for this class so that you can put documents like this one that I'm going to hand out, the syllabus. You also need a writing utensil. We have 2 required books. I've listed all of the information there. This first one we will be using daily. That's World History Patterns of Interaction. The second one will be used a little bit less, but there'll be a lot of reading assigned from that book. And so you're going to need to have both of those. In addition to the textbooks, there are going to be many supplemental readings, videos, and AP exam preparation materials as we go throughout the year. One thing about homework, all homework is due at the beginning of class. Late assignments will receive a point reduction, and you must turn in your late assignment at the start of the next class period. Work that is 2 or more days late will not receive credit. That will be entered in the gradebook as missing and 0. The absence policy is pretty standard, pretty straightforward. The the big caveat here is, if you miss a day, then you get a day to make up the work. That's pretty standard. One good thing about my class is that any day that you miss, like I'm doing right now, I have a backup video lesson on my YouTube page, so I'm going to show you how to get there in a second. But it has every single lesson that I teach live recorded on video. So we can kind of go from there, and that will help you if you miss a day. Some keys to success, very basic keys to success. These are things that I think every student should be doing. And then I also have included the QR code to get to my YouTube page. So that's something I think will be a really big resource for you, especially if you miss a day or if you go on vacation and you need to get caught up, or if you just want to review, those lessons are there for you. I also do what I call live review sessions. So I'll go on YouTube Live the night before a quiz or an examination, and I will give a live presentation where you can put in the chat any live questions that you have, and I will get you ready for the next day's assessment. Really looking forward to a great year. I'm so sorry that you weren't able to be in class on the first day, but I figured this would at least let you know some of the major things that you missed.